guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to be going over my favorite foundations that I have tried so far and a couple of my least favorite foundations so far. This is just my opinion. It doesn't mean that the foundations that I love will necessarily work for you, and that doesn't mean that the foundations that I didn't like are awful. So these are just purely based on my experiences with these products and how they worked on me and my skin type. If you don't know, I am combination oily skin. I am very oily in my T-zone. I get dry patches around my chin and my nose. It gets worse in the winter, and in the summer I'm a little bit more oily, but the same foundations seem to work year-round for me. I'm going to start with my favorites, and then I'm going to go on to the foundations that I didn't necessarily like. So my first favorite foundation, and I'm going to say that this is probably so far my holy grail foundation, is the Naked Skin by Urban Decay. I wear shade 3.5, and I love this foundation because it covers up my blemishes and redness, yet it still lets my natural skin shine through. I didn't initially like this product. When I first got it, I just did not like it because it was winter and I had some dry patches. I was using a lot of like chemical-based cleansers on my face, and I think I was doing Proactive at the time, which did not agree with me. So since moving on to using Manuka honey to wash my face and coconut oil to moisturize, I haven't had those dry patches as much anymore, and this just works better with me. I do use it with the Makeup Forever Hydrating Primer. I find for me it works best that way. It doesn't sink into my pores, it doesn't sink into my fine lines, and if I'm going on a date or something, like this is my go-to foundation because it just makes me feel pretty, and I know it's not gonna get cakey or look really weird and blotchy and unnatural. Does that make sense? I don't know. So that is the Naked Skin by Urban Decay. I love this foundation. I believe this retails for about $38. So the next foundation I'm going to talk about is the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation. I want to say that this retails for about $55. I'll put it in the description box below. I absolutely love this foundation because it's one of those foundations where you only need a couple drops to get full coverage, and it just blends wonderfully. It looks good. If you don't put too much on, it doesn't sink into your fine lines or your pores, which I like, but if you cake it on too much, sometimes it can, so you have to be careful. Literally 4 drops is all you need. I like it because it has a nice like demi-matte finish, and it lasts for hours on my skin, unlike another foundation which I'm going to talk about at the end of the video. But I just think that it looks really flawless. If I'm going for a more intense makeup look, this is the foundation that I wear, and it really lasts throughout my nursing shifts. So like I can wear this for a 14-hour shift, and it doesn't begin to fade until about like 9 hours in, and even then it fades gracefully, and you can still see that I have foundation on my skin. And that's usually with maybe one touch-up halfway through the evening, but I love this foundation. If you have combination skin, I really recommend that you try this. It's pricey, so go to Sephora and get matched and maybe get a sample to see if you like it. I've been wearing this pretty much every day because I like it so much. Next foundation that I'm loving is from the drugstore. It is the Revlon ColorStay. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I am in the shade Beige Deep in the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation. I am tan for me right now because it is the summer going into fall, so I'm probably gonna have to get a lighter shade soon, but I am in the shade Beige Deep. Okay, sorry. So the next foundation that I'm loving is the Revlon ColorStay Foundation. I am in the shade 240 Medium Beige. They have 2 Revlon ColorStays. One is for normal to dry skin, which is the one that I have, and then the other one is for oily combination skin. I picked this one up by accident, but I didn't return it because it's working fine for me. It does not get oily throughout the day. It lasts a long time. It has a pretty, I would say, demi-matte finish, and I just really like it. I feel like this lasts just as long as the Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation on my face, but I really have to use a lot of product to get the coverage that I want, and that's just probably medium to medium full. I don't know if other people have that problem, and I had to stop using my beauty blender with this just because I just was using so much product. I was like, oh, I'm gonna run out of this so quick. That being said, it only costs, I think, $12, and a lot of the times it's buy one get one half off at CVS or Walgreens, so it is a really good affordable option. I love this just as much as my expensive high-end foundations. It's an oldie but a goodie, and it is everywhere on YouTube, and I just featured this in my August favorites video, so I really love it. My last favorite foundation that I'm going to be talking about today is actually a CC cream. It is the SuperGoop CC Cream Daily Correct Broad Spectrum SPF 35 sunscreen. I have the light to medium self-adjusting shade. They have 3 options shade-wise. You can buy it at Birchbox. You can get it even on QVC. I'm not sure what stores you can go in and buy it at. They have it in fair to light, light to medium, and medium to dark. And I have the light to medium. This works for me when I have a little bit of a tan, but in the winter I wear the fair to light shade. Really love this. It applies effortlessly with your fingers. I love that it has SPF 35. It makes me look flawless. It does not get into my pores. It does not get into my fine lines. I do have to set it with a powder, but I set all of my foundations with a powder, so I mean, that's no big whoop. And I have found that when I wear this to the beach or a water park, it lasts on my face regardless of getting wet. It doesn't claim to be, water resistant, but I have had no problems spending the day sweating or in the pool or something and this staying on my face. I absolutely love it, and I feel like it makes me look really nice when I wear it. If you're interested in me doing a review on this, because I've done a couple foundation reviews on my channel, just let me know, because you don't really hear people talking about this CC cream, but this is by far my favorite CC cream that I've tried so far. And I went on a super CC cream kick at one point, and this is my favorite. It's amazing. I think this retails for about $34. Like I said, check the description box below and I'll link it there. Okay, now I'm gonna go into my least favorite foundations. I only have 3 of them. These are only foundations that I've tried this past year, not over my lifetime or anything. And I just picked the 3 that I just either didn't think were worth the money, or I just didn't think that they worked for my particular skin type. So the first one is gonna be the Perricone MD No Foundation Serum. I actually did a video on the No Makeup collection, if you want to look for that on my channel, and I did a demo and everything, and I kind of liked it when I did it, but I really don't like this foundation. It just doesn't work for my combination skin type. It sinks into my fine lines after several hours, and it just gets too dewy throughout the day. Like I said, I have combination skin. I even tried wearing this in New York in April, and it just still didn't work, and it was 50 degrees in the daytime there. So I don't know. I don't think the coverage is that great. I don't think that the finish is all that great for combination skin, because like I said, it gets dewy in my T-zone and my chin, and I just didn't think that I looked that good with it on. If you like a really light foundation, or if you have dry skin, you might really love this product, so I suggest that you try it. Maybe get a sample at Sephora, but I didn't like it. Not to mention the fact that it only comes in 1 shade because it's self-adjusting, but when I'm pale, it's a little bit too dark for me. So yeah, it's just kind of a fail all around. I'm sorry. The next product is a BB cream by Tarte. This is the Tarte BB Tinted Treatment Primer SPF 30. Actually, one of my first videos on my channel was a review on this, and I mean, it's not that I hated it. It's just that it did not last for my oily combination skin. It looked pretty good when I put it on. I've tried applying it with my fingers. I've tried applying it with a brush, and it goes on okay. The coverage isn't bad. It just doesn't last on my face that long. It did sink into some fine lines after a while. It's not a cheap product. It's, I think, in the mid to high 30s, price point, and it just it wasn't worth it for me. So again, maybe if you have dry skin, it says that it's oil-free moisturizer, pore minimizer, skin brightener. I didn't really get any of that out of this. I don't know. But it's available at Ulta and Sephora. So if you want to try it, you go, Glen Coco, you try it. But for me, it didn't work. And the last foundation that I really didn't like is probably going to come to a shock to everyone that watches this video. I actually only have a sample of it because I didn't buy it because the sample goes a long way. This is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I loathed this foundation. I did a review on my channel for this, and I tried it with primer and without primer, and it did a little bit better with primer, but it just melted off my face. It sunk into my pores. I had no foundation left on my T-zone or my nose by the end of my shift. I looked awful. I looked like a grease ball, and I looked like a grease ball about 5 hours into my shift, which is a problem for me. because that was after touch-ups. That was after setting it with a powder, after touching it up, it just did not work. And when I put it on initially, I was like, oh my God, I look so flawless, I look so good. Yeah, no. Like 6 hours later, I did not look flawless. It looked good when I applied it, but a few hours in, it just started looking worse and worse, melted off my face. It wasn't sitting on my skin well. Everyone else loves this foundation. I wish I could love it. I think it's $38. The packaging it comes in is beautiful. It applies beautifully, blends effortlessly. This is one of those foundations where you only need a couple drops to get full coverage, which I loved. But I get that from my Marc Jacobs Remarkable, and I feel like that wears so much better on me and stays so much longer on my skin. So perhaps if you have drier skin, you might want to try the Too Faced Born This Way instead of the Marc Jacobs Remarkable. But if you have like combo or oily skin, definitely go for the Marc Jacobs Remarkable because, I don't know, maybe I got a dud sample. But just going off of, you know, the sample that I got at Sephora, I literally can't stand that foundation. And I love Too Faced products, so that was kind of a disappointment. Anyway, that is all of my favorite and least favorite foundations that I have tried out this year so far. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you guys have any suggestions for me on what foundations I should try next, please put them in the comments down below. I would absolutely love to hear from you guys. If you have any tips or tricks for me when using the foundations that I didn't like to maybe kind of get improved results, let me know that as well. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram, just Beauty Obsessed RN, and give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Bye!